Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada 5 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is my mom. Happy early Mother's Day, Mom. Yeah, give us a piece. Deuce. She makes this possible. I would not be able to do this without her sitting here giving me the reassurance with her laughter and sometimes falling asleep. So thank you so much for everything this season, Mom. You're the best. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. You're all the house guests of the day. Alright, so let's see. Yesterday, the house guests were freaking panicking when they found out that the Power Veto competition would be that night because they didn't know when it was going to be. They spent all day partaking in the BB Can Awards, hanging out with Nikki Graham, which I'm still pissed that we didn't get to see, and freaking drinking. You know they like to keep that champagne flowing at the BB Can Awards. Isn't that crazy that they have that? And then the competition that night? It's nuts. They also had nominations while feeds were down, and it looks like Karen and Kevin are up on the block. It doesn't mean anything because it all comes down to who wins that final Power Veto. So, cue frantic studying and last-minute napping. They were all freaking exhausted. But if you were wondering, it seems like Ika and Dimitri's made up. The other day, she was all, "What have you done for me in this game? Blah, blah, blah." She was pissed because he didn't throw that HOH competition to her. Girl, please. Okay, so then Ika was telling him, "I know you fight hard for me in this game. I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time." Oh, now you're sorry when you need him to win another competition for you? Just kidding. I'm sure she really does care for him. But anyway, Dimitri's obviously accepts her apology, and they agree Kevin must go. We cannot let Kevin Martin win this competition. So, speak of the Kevin. He was Kevin's great. He was monologuing in the storage room, of course, and he has studied every possible studyable thing at this point. He has all this information down because he knows if he doesn't win this, he's gone. He has to win this final POV. So he's like, I studied as hard as I could. I know all this stuff. I just have to stay calm. As long as I'm calm, these people got nothing on me. So his plan is to evict Ika this week and go to the final 2 with Karen. Yeah. I mean, that's his best chance. It would be interesting to see who would win between Dimitri's and Kevin, but I don't see any scenario where those two would be in the final 2 together. So anyway, the feeds went down finally for the Power Veto competition at 10:40 p.m. and they didn't return until after 5:30 a.m. this morning. So we find out Kevin won the final Power Veto. Oh, damn! He's really been pulling out those wins when he needed them. So it sounds like this competition was individually timed, and here's the thing. I'm not saying that Kevin didn't deserve this, but I'm saying that maybe the way this competition was placed in the day, meaning night, this wasn't exactly, like, fair? I don't know, because the order for the competition, it was Ika, then Kevin, then Karen, and then Dimitri's, and I don't think Dimitri's got out there to compete until, like, 4 in the morning. So he went that whole day, you know, through the awards and everything, and then he had to wait until 4 a.m. to go. That just doesn't seem fair to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. I'm not saying that he would have won if it was flipped. I'm just saying that's, like, insane. But anyway, Kevin was monologuing in the blue room this time, and he says he does feel bad for Dimitri's and Ika. He knows what it's like to have a showmance in the house, and he says that they were really good. He says that they were really good sports about it. So he lets us know he is going to evict Ika. It's only between Ika and Karen, and he's saying obviously Ika played a much stronger game than Karen, so he's got to take her out. And he's going to the final 3 with Dimitri's and Karen. So if you look at it, Karen is pretty much guaranteed a spot in the final 2. You know, if she pulls out some crazy final HOH win and she takes herself there, or I see both of the guys taking her, so she's definitely going to make it to the final 2, which is, whoa. But anyway, Kevin goes to sleep after that, and he says he's going to continue studying in the morning. He can't stop. He's got to win this final HOH. So then, let's flip over to Demica. Dimitri's is clearly devastated that Ika is going to be going home. She seems more relieved than anything. You know, when somebody knows that they're going to be evicted and they're just like, whatever. You know, you get to a certain point and you did everything you could. So, Aika is really glad that Demetres didn't actually throw that HOH competition to her. And she says that was the first thing that came to her mind when she saw that they both lost this power veto competition. She was like, thank God he did not throw it because he earned it, he deserved it, and he would have regretted it if he had thrown it. So she was like, Demetres, I'm sorry, I was being selfish. Thank you. I would like to say thank you because I was like personally offended when Aika was saying all that stuff to Demetres. Not really, but you guys know what I mean. It was crazy. So she's telling him, you fought hard for me, even when I was a freaking jerk to you. And then she's trying to pump him up for the rest of the game because he's really bummed out right now. So she's like, I'm going to be really upset if you don't win. And you don't want that, do you? Do you want me to be upset? So then Demetres says, yeah, but no one deserves it more than you. And Aika says, you do. She gives him this pep talk for the final HOH comp. She's like, you got to do this because Kevin is not going to take you. You got to win it and take Karen. So he's just really upset that he couldn't win that for her. And that was pretty much it for last night / this morning. So then today the house guests slept in until about 10-ish, and they really spent most of the day in and out of the DR. They had to get everything done in there. And then they were just basically reminiscing about the season, things like that. And they weren't really sure how or when the next eviction would play out. They knew that it would be coming up soon, but they weren't sure if it would be today or tomorrow. And Aika knows that she's going, but she was like, is my last day today or tomorrow? So at 4:40 p.m., Arissa pops up on the TV screen, and it was so cool because I was watching it live, and I just saw, like, it was crazy because right when I turned the feeds on, the camera was, like, going to the TV screen because they were setting up for Arissa to come up, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. So, yes. So then, that's Arissa. No. Arissa pops up on the TV screen. She's like, everybody get your butts to the living room. And the best part was Karen asking if Arissa was talking to them live. Because you know when Julie on the US version does that and it's not live? Well, she kept going like, is Arissa really talking to us live? Is she wearing something different? And then Aika was like, well, let's see. Let's test it out. So she's like, Arissa, how's my weave look? And I believe she got a little smile from Arissa. So that was confirmation that it was in fact live. And Arissa lets them know, woo, it's time for a surprise eviction. They had to know it was coming though. It's not much of a surprise. But she said, in less than an hour, one of you will be evicted. Aika knows that it's her. She seems at peace with it. Right after that announcement, the feeds go, the feeds go down for the season. So that's it. I mean, the finale's on Thursday, but that's it for the feeds. Obviously, we know that Kevin is planning on evicting Aika, and then anything goes in that last HOH competition, the 3-parter. And I'm really hoping that, you know how they usually have a special guest for the jury roundtable to kind of like guide everybody? Oh my god, please let it be Tim. Please let it be Tim. I just have this, my spidey senses are saying Tim, and I hope I'm right. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this season. This wouldn't be possible without your support. Thanks especially to all of our Patreon patrons. Wow, that was a lot. And seriously guys, thank you so much. And I hope you guys tune in for the rest of the recaps this season and come back for BB19. Woo! And if you're going to the Big Brother Group's premiere party in New York City, come say hi because I'll be there. So anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for a great season, and until next time, much love.